Hey guys, welcome back to my video. Well, it's kind of my first video on this channel, one of my first videos, so this one will be about tween services and how you can use the tween service that's on Roblox, okay? So we'll just be doing a basics kind of tween service in this video. So first just get a part, we'll add a script in here. This is going to be a server script. I'll just delete that. So just get a tween service, tween service. All right. So basically what tween service does is there's certain properties you can tween. So tweening is like changing from one set property to a different set property. Let's say we want to tween this part from position equals, currently it's on position, let's just set it to 0, 0, 0, right? So position equals 0, 0, 0, it starts at, and let's say we want to tween into position 0, 0, 5. So this moves in the z-axis, which is, yeah, that way. That's the z-axis, the part go. So basically what it'll do, it'll just go from here and it'll just tween. So like go from this point to, let's say if we tween it to 13 in the z-axis, now we'll go from here to here, and then basically just like move along. And there's different easing styles as well. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So you just have to create tween service. So that's the tween service right here. So I have to do tween service and just colon like that, and then create. And then basically you have to fill out these properties. So the instance, what is the instance that is being tweened? So let's just make a variable up here. Local part equals workspace, and the under workspace, the part. It's a child of workspace. Yeah, or script of parent, the parent of the script. That's another way to do it. The AI autofilled it for us. So tween services are great. Okay, we want to tween this part. And we want to change this position, okay? So first let's set it to 0, 0, 0. I'll also make this spawn location transparent so that you can see it, guys. Where's the property? Or just I'll just move it down here, yeah. So at first it's starting at position 0, 0, 0. And what we want to do is for basics, let's just tween its position from 0, 0, 0 to like up here. And I'll show you what it does. So part tweeninfo.new. So what tweeninfo.new is, it's just information for the tween, just basically what it says. You can supply it with different variables, different parameters. So parameters are what you have to supply like this kind of function, I guess, with. So yeah, as you can see, these question marks here represent that they're not necessary. So like you don't have to fill it out, but you can. As you can see, for this tween.create, tween colon create, there's some parameters you have to pass. So like instance, tween info, you have to pass it a tween info, but the tween info can be blank because it doesn't specify here. Like all of them are question marks, so they don't have to be supplied. It's like an optional parameter. But you have to pass a blank tween info new because it says right here, tween info, but it doesn't have to be filled in the tween info. The next parameter is going to be the property table. So it's going to be a table, as it says, it has to be a table with the properties in brackets, and inside the brackets there should be string, let's say position, and then it's going to be any. So position has to be a vector 3 because, as you can see here, that's on the right hand side in my properties table. Position has to be vector 3. Vector 3.new. And then we want to move it in the z-axis, so 0, 0, -5, I believe. So that's the forward z-axis. The forward is a -5. Hmm. Actually, let's just go +5. I want to go this way. Doesn't matter, but like, yeah, okay. So basically, just tween the position, and let's see what happens if we don't supply the time parameter, because it says we don't have to supply here. So let's see what really happens. So we can just go here. Instead of playing, there's a little option here that you can click, the drop down menu, and you can press run. Sorry guys. So just press run and see what happens. Yeah. So I guess you do have to supply the time parameter at least. Even though it says question, you don't have to supply it. It doesn't put any errors in the output console, but like it's not working, so I guess we have to supply it. That was new. Yeah. Because I always used to supply the time parameter. I didn't know if you should or not. So let's see what happens when we supply the time parameter. You press the run and oh, it's not moving. Okay, so let's just do a debug. Why is it not moving? Oh yes, this is like a very amateur mistake I made here. So you gotta play a tween always, because like we just created a tween, right? Well, we have to play it. There's also another way to do it. You can do local tween. You can make a variable, and then later you can play that tween. I can't type tween play. I like this method because you can kind of manipulate the tween as you want. So let's say later you want like connect a function. Let's say when the tween has been completed, you can just do something like this. Yeah. So this just fires. This tween.completed fires. This tween.completed connect function fires when the tween has been completed. So I like to like kind of do it like this, but right now we don't have to worry about that. Let's just do our tween. So this is the tween. It plays the tween. It moves to vector 0, 0, 5, and it starts at the position equals 0. And we've anchored it as well, so that there's nothing funny going on here. And boom. See how it kind of went slow there? So the reason why it went slow is there's something called easing styles, right? The default easing style, I'm pretty sure it's something like quad or something. You can check it in the documentation. You can check it in the documentation, pretty sure. But let's see what happens when we use so enum. Enum's like different objects that you can access. So it says right here, contains all the enum objects. So what we want to access here is enum.easing style. So that's like a little property of the enum. So we just do enum.easing style.linear. So what this does is if you know a linear function, let's say y equals mx plus c, it just goes like so the speed of this part going from one position to another position is going to be linear. It's not going to like start quickly and end slow, okay? And let's just change the position a bit so that it looks a bit interesting. So from 0 to 20, let's see how it goes. Yeah, see how it went kind of linear? Yeah. And different easing styles also exist. Like let's say, so these are just functions like quadratic functions, cubic functions, quartic functions. Let's do a quartic actually. That's a more. All right. So a quartic function is like it starts. Yeah, I think it starts slow and ends fast, or other way around. Should be either one of them. Let's see. Yeah. So it started fast and it ends a bit slower. So like, correct. So that's quartic function. And you can change these properties as you want, as you like as well. All right. So because earlier we forgot to play, that's why this wasn't working. But right now, let's play with no information in between for a new parameter. All right. Yeah, I think you basically just go there in 1 second. Okay, so there you go. The default value for time is just about 1 seconds, and we can manipulate it as we like. So like 5, the easing style. That's a different easing style that you can use. Easing style linear and easing direction. So let's just try with our quartic easing style one more time. So this is our quartic easing style. So it starts fast and it ends slow. So that's how the quartic goes. But if you wanted to change it from being to start slow but end fast, you can just do enum dot easing style, not easing style, easing direction dot out. So it basically just flips the order. So instead of going from, let's just make this number bigger as well, to 100. Instead of going for starting fast, ending slow, it'll start slow, end fast. And in and out is like kind of in the middle. You'll like start. I'll just show you how it goes in out. So this is enum the easing style dot out. Yeah. I guess it's better if I just put parts side by side and they're both there. And just change this one to enum dot easing style dot. Oh, I know why it was the same. Because the default is the in. Default is the out, I mean. So, yeah, so when we did this, it was basically just the same as when we started. So I'll just show you quickly the in and out. The difference between in and out is, here we go. So that's the one with the in. So that's the enum is installed in. And the second one's the enum is installed dot out. That's the default easing direction. I keep getting it mixed up, okay? Yeah, as you see. Oh yeah, the position was, I didn't change the position, that's why they just overlapped. All right. So I guess that is everything for today's videos. Yeah, that's everything for today's videos. Let me know if you liked the video and what kind of videos you'd like to see coming. And if you have any feedback for this channel, just let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.